Alright, in the crush of the work environment, this is very quickly becoming the only joy I have in life. So I think I'm going to have to get some more. Because, I mean, what the hell else is there to do with your life besides draw Naruto cards and go for those shinies? Have you seen those packs that are black that have a rainbow character on them? They're an X burst or whatever. They're not a blister. They're like an EX. I don't know what the deal with them is. Maybe you can get rainbow cards through them. I think rainbow SLRs are particular to tier 4, the tier that we are working with now. I'm probably going to get wave 5 tier 4 next. So we can look forward to that. Look forward to more shiny rainbow packages. Alright. Saw the HR first. That's a big mistake. Who's this guy? Is his name just Gamma? There's one frog that's named just Gamma. All the other frogs are Gamma something. Gamma Ken, Gamma Bunta, Gamma Gamma Gamma. I think there's a Gamma Gamma. And this frog might just be Gamma. Now, I've looked at this before. It's really funny because it implies that this frog is just like a perfectly balanced being. I think this is probably a mistake in the print, much like how child Might Guy has the stats of adult Might Guy, because as you can see, there isn't really like a defined area. It's kind of just all light. By the way, here's Kid Sakura. So let's compare. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so it is kind of light in the middle, just like Sakura's. But it's so, like, I don't know. I don't know if this is a mistake or if this is real or if this is a joke. The idea that this frog is just like a perfectly balanced being in all things. He can fight as well as he can think. He's as strong as he is, tough with his endurance. He's good at spells and illusions just as fast as... He's good at those things to the degree that he is fast. Whereas, Sakura is good at hand signs and genjutsu and is a little smart and nothing else. So I don't really know what to think with this. I feel like this is a mistake, but also that's really cool and awesome if it's not. And, I mean, who's really the judge here? Me, I guess. So I think it's great. I think it's great that this frog is perfectly balanced. I've got to find out what his name is. Gamma something. Maybe just Gamma. Does he ever become a big man? Does he ever become a big frog? Does he grow up? Some of the other frogs grow up and they're very strong. And they fight pain. Naruto summons 3 big frogs. One of them might be this little guy. I don't know. They're cool. One of them has like a big spiky stick. I hope those guys are cards. Because those cards are way cool. Summons are way cool. Oh, baby! Is this a Neji that I don't have? I sincerely hope so. Oh, look at that speed. People have said, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, people have said about the Hyuga that why don't they do other moves, in the series? I feel like there's a really big disparity between characters who grow up to be Jonin and the Jonin that we see at the beginning of the series. Like Kakashi and Guy are both like geniuses and masters at what they do. But like Neji becomes a Jonin, and Tamari and Kankuro are both Jonin, albeit of a different village. But they really don't seem like they ever get to Kakashi's level or Guy's level, or even like Asuma's level. I don't know. The older Jonin just seem a lot better. And Neji was so cool in the Chunin exams. His rotation was like unbeatable. His palms were unbeatable, unstoppable, blocking your chakra pathway. And it just feels like he really fell off in Shippuden. And none of the characters got any time in Shippuden. You see him at the beginning of the Gaara rescue arc. He does a long-range Gentle Fist air palm, which is cool. And that's a good move. You're like, oh, he came up with a long-distance attack. That's exactly what he needed. And he breaks out of a water prison that Kisame makes, which is also cool because even Kakashi can't do that. He got stuck in Zabuza's water prison. But Neji breaks himself out because of his chakra, whatever, control, manipulation, anything. And that's cool. And then we never see him again. And, what did this guy need? He needed some kind of like rotation tornado that like sucks you into the rotation. Because if you're just rotating as a shield, that's a good defense, but it's not very good offensively unless the person's very close to you. Give me an expanded Neji universe. Why didn't they do that instead of making Boruto? I don't know, probably money. Give me a Neji manga side story where he comes up with a bunch of great techniques. Um, it's stupid how he dies. Let's come out and say it. It's dumb. He shouldn't be killed by a stick. We've established that he has the ultimate defense. He should be able to destroy an incoming stick. And indeed he did when whatever that spider guy in the Sasuke rescue arc was shooting at him. He was shooting sticks at Neji. Neji was blocking those as a child. No big deal. Like it was no thing. Here's his buddy Rock Lee as an SSR. Cool. I don't know if I have this card before. I hope I don't. I hope this is a brand new Neji SR, because that would be sweet. Still only have SRs of the guy. Nothing above SR. But, I'm always glad to see my main man Neji. And his main man Rock Lee. And, like, they had a big thing where, like, Rock Lee was like, oh, I gotta fight him. I gotta beat him. That never went anywhere. Really disregarded characters in Shippuden. They were featured heavily in the first part one of the, of the show, of the comic, and they really didn't come back. And here's a nice HR of Gaara. This is probably, you think this card already exists as like an SSR? I don't know. I've never really gotten any Gaara cards, so this is cool. Look at those shoulders shimmy. Oh yeah. Look at his little hand moving. All right, now that I think about it, that's a little weird. Let's not do that. All right, cool card. The blue is nice. The blue on the red and kind of oranginess of the sand is nice. And he's got those big shoulder pads. It's always funny that the ninjas have armor, as if this could stop, I don't know, a giant fireball or like an instantly kill you lightning bolt or being sucked into an orb of water or something like that. Like they're pretty useless. I don't know. Maybe they carry tools. I don't know why he's got kind of like a bib thing on here. I actually have not noticed that before. I guess this is when he is he leader of the army? General of the army at this point? I think so. I don't think he wears the shoulder pads until he's general of the army. I might be wrong about that during the war arc. Anyway, that's cool. Cool card. I don't think we really had a theme this time. We were just drawing cards like the old days. Yeah, but make yourself a milkshake and twist it into a rotation tornado. Good day, good night, good evening.